Na mtazamaji na msikilizaji wa Kenyan Daily Report. Now, it's among the most spoken about statements of the week. Maneno ambayo yalitolewa na mstaafu rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta siku ya mazishi ya kazini wake. Uhuru Kenyatta told the Genz to fight for their right. A statement that has caused a lot of disruptions around the Mount Kenya region and around the country at large, because a lot of people believed that one Uhuru Kenyatta was now in bed with President William Ruto. But it seems things are changing. It is not what we thought it is. Uhuru even told his daughter to get on the street also and campaign against President William Ruto, which speaks volume. If anything should tell you that that man is not supporting how William Ruto runs the government, is him welcoming his daughter to get in the streets together with the other young men and women to fight for their rights. But now come to think of it, the other minions and the dogs of President William Ruto have been let off the leash. It's time to bark. The former Cabinet Secretary of Defense, Aden Duale, has spoken against the sentiments made by former President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And what this man said is something that has caught the attention of the country. The Environment Cabinet Secretary, Aden Duale, has slammed former President Uhuru Kenyatta after he recently asked the young people to stand up for their rights. Speaking yesterday, January 18th, Duale claimed that Uhuru's remarks were insightful and asked leaders to take moral responsibility while addressing the young generation. The CS asked the former president not to incite the young people to violence, adding that it was unfortunate for leaders to set the stage for acts of disobedience. It is very unfortunate if we, the leaders, current and former, set the stage where we tell the young people of our nation to commit acts of violence and disobedience. I think we will lose the moral high ground. When you start before our young people, you have a moral responsibility. All leaders are parents and you had an opportunity to lead the country. Do not encourage young people to encourage violence. Encourage them to keep the peace and stability of our country. Now, his remarks came a day after Uhuru Kenyatta asked the young people not to allow anyone to take away what they have worked for. Speaking during the memorial of Kimani Ichugwah on Friday, January 17th, the former head of state told the people to boldly fight for their rights, and I quote him, "The Gen Zs are the story of the future. Fight for your rights. Don't just stay there while people are taking away what's yours. Don't allow anyone to take away what's yours. You have worked for it. So make sure you keep what's yours. Everything is worthy fighting for. If it is taken away, let no one complain. Stand for what's yours. We are behind you." Those were the statements and the sentiments of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Now, these sentiments has triggered a lot of reaction. Somebody else that spoke against Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta yesterday is none other than Kimani Ichugwah. Kimani Ichugwah went ahead to slam the president and call him out for the sentiment he made on Friday, telling President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, "You had the chance to rule the country on your own merits. You had the country, you had the time to do what's best for Kenya. But you failed in that. So don't you dare tell us that right now is the time that you will lead us to Canaan. Yet the Canaan that you are supposed to deliver while you are Moses, you failed." Now sit down and relax. Try thinking about it. Former President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta seems to have had everything to lose if he made that when he made that statement. And when I mean everything to lose, is him having acquired 4 slots in the government of President of William Ruto, where Kabogo became the ICT CS, Lee Kenyajui became the trade CS, and one Mutahi Kagwe became the agriculture CS. And also, he won the position, his man, Deritu Murray, the former governor of Laikipia, became uh, former governor of Laikipia became the board chair of KRA. Now, why should Uhuru risk all that? Unless Uhuru has never supported William Ruto in any way. Unless even the handshake that we purported had happened never happened. Unless we were all thinking out of disguise or out of what we thought was really happening, but that was not the case. Because tell me, the benefits that came if Uhuru supported William Ruto. Uhuru has everything to lose if he goes against Ruto. But he has everything to gain if he is with Ruto, because businesses, tenders will be given to the Kenyatta family. But Uhuru decides no, hata mtoto wangu mimi namuadvise he should go against you. He should get to the state. It's because Uhuru is, if there is a president that cared for the peace and stability of this nation, is none other than Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. He didn't deliver the way we wanted him to. But one thing he did is that he added power and never interfered with the elections of the year 2022. He allowed William Ruto to win, yet he himself was never supporting him. He had every state agency and every state machinery to make sure that Raila Amolo Odinga becomes the president, but he didn't do that. He allowed the will of the people to go on. Tunaelewana? So when Aden Duale calls out Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, joined by Kimani Ichugwah, they all know there is no any other man that wishes Kenya good more than Uhuru Kenyatta does. Wadau, if you look at these sentiments in a broader picture and how the government is being run, Kimani Ichugwah accused Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta of killing people and dumping them into River Yala. And not only that, he also accused Uhuru Kenyatta of interfering, kidnapping, the Friday arrest, the famous Friday arrest that the leaders were being, kama we ni governor, MP, you are always arrested on Friday so that you can make bail on Monday. Ndio akufunza lesson. Meaning that the weekend you will spend behind bars. Yes, he was famous at that. We don't reject that. But one thing that he never did is to allow an attempt to made on their opposition or on the opposition. Kumbuka the Limuru attack. When we mentioned the Limuru attack also, something came into my mind. Limuru 4 is coming. And the Limuru 4 is believed to be where Rigathi Gachagua is going to make the statement that will change the politics of the nation. That's what he believes. Do you believe that Rigathi Gachagua can change the politics of this nation? Because according to a post I saw also, nataka niwasomee, I have diverged kidogo, I know, but these had to come up. Allow me to read it to you. Lemuru 4 Mega One Alliance Lounge, 25th January 2025, Limuru Conference Center. The men in the picture are Eugene Wamalwa, Kalonzo Musyoka, Rigathi Gachagua, George Natembeya, Jeremiah Kioni, and none other than Justin Bedan Muturi. Na ndipo hapo tunafikanga tunasema tunaona mambo yabadilika. Do you believe that the Limuru 4 will happen under the watch of President William Ruto, and currently him having the man who leads the Limuru meetings, that is none other than Maina Jenga on his side? Back to hao watu ambao wanaongelesha Uhuru. Yes, Aden Duale, everybody has their rights to opinions. Kimani Ichugwah, nobody even addresses him nowadays. They left him because they saw him as a barking dog that never bites, although it bit during the time of Gachagua. For now, he can do nothing to harm the former president Uhuru Kenyatta. Sorry for that. Please make sure you subscribe. Tell me what you think. Hao watu sahii ndio wanamuona Uhuru, but they were making noise the other day that it is good that Uhuru has decided to support Ruto, that Uhuru has seen the light by supporting Ruto. Now wamemgeuka. Wadau, ni hayo kwa sasa. See you in our next video. Remember, this is the Kenyan Daily Report.